Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about spiritual laws. At times folks call them universal laws or metaphysical laws, but much like our physical laws that we've learned from science or physics in the 10th, 11th grade in high school, there are also underpinning spiritual laws that when ascribed to and followed, can operate in much the same way that the physical laws, like gravity, for example. What comes up is going to hella come down, right? Uh, so we have a really interesting show planned today, so thanks for being here. If you're new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com just to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Very innovative process. You can go again to that website. Um, I should also say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of that book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which just came out in October. I'm on book tour for that book, and my brand new book, which came out in April, Animating Black and Brown Liberation, A Theory of American Literatures. I'll be in Oakland this weekend, and I'll be in Seattle, and I'll be in Taos, New Mexico. I'll be in Lexington, Kentucky for the Kentucky Book Festival, and then in Vermont for the Brattleboro Book Festival, and then I'm coming towards you. So look for me on social media, mainstream media. I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a great 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, master's, UCLA, and my PhD is in English literature from the University of California, Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity, given how crazy my own life has been. I am the product of a young girl who was violated at age 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. We hard times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, we are claiming that many of us who are watching the show can be as well. So thanks for being here. All right, let's dive into the topic, man. So we're talking, guys, today about spiritual laws. So point one is that you want to become familiar with, you want to come to know what the spiritual laws are. So one of the major laws, which is, and most spiritual laws are tied in some ways to, of course, the physical laws, because as above, so below. So one of the major laws that there are in the metaphysical realm is that thoughts are actually things. We know this, now through because of various types of what we call modern physics. We know that condensed energy that we call thoughts have an impact on the physical universe. So that thoughts themselves are things that you can actually hold a thought in your mind and tie that thought and infuse that thought with emotion, like to be really impassioned about something, and then have a visual of that particular concretized emotional energy, and the thing that you are imagining under the influence of emotion, that thing can come to manifest, right? Depending upon how long you hold the visualization, how intensely you are engaged in the emotional concept, and also how much you believe, right? This is a law, like that actually happens, that works, that is a thing that happens. uh it's it's not a respecter of persons, meaning anyone can do it. I've done it many times. That's a law. All right, so that's a powerful idea because the implications are so powerful. What if you had a way to visualize, believe in, and call forth a thing that you really wanted in your life, for your family, your community, your friends? Would you do what it takes to do it? And that's the rub, which goes right into point two. It is not enough just to know the laws. I gave you one simple but very powerful example. You have to actually live it. That's the rub, because in our world, people are encouraged not to believe, or not to, as James Baldwin says, not to trust those things that they cannot touch. And so there's lots of sources of doubt in the material realm. But as you begin to literally engage in this practice of visualizing, infusing emotions, and believing the thoughts, and knowing that thoughts are things, they'll manifest, which goes right into point 3. The more that you can live this as a lifestyle, and I'm talking to myself as well, because it's definitely a process. You have to really work at it, because we live in the real world, and at times the manifest world is so much to deal with that we can get away from that which is metaphysical. So, but that's the fact. That's the truth about the fact that literally, as you begin to live out this lifestyle, you can begin to determine your own life course. You can truly be the captain of your own ship. So thanks for listening. That's it for today's morning edition of the 445 Productive Through Joy Show. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Doses. I'm out.